The Commission said the inquiry followed after more than 600 complaints were received from residents in the province since 2020. The complaints included no access to water, no water for days, a lack of alternative measures, and inconsistent supply.
We are worried here because there's all old people living here. Okay, if you look around you, we got old age homes here. These people are suffering to carry that water because they don't have assistance. Okay, they have to carry the water themselves. Yet they put JoJo tanks, but the JoJo tanks are now not been refilled.
Other issues raised included poor water quality and polluted water.
Looking at the time they're cleaning water every day, that means there is a problem with the water that we are drinking. So I can say that maybe there is a problem with the water. And for myself, I do boil the water or buy it.
The Commission was scathing in its assessment of the relevant government authorities. It said the national and the provincial government and the legislature had failed to ensure that municipalities and water service authorities do not violate the rights of residents in the province to access clean drinking water.
This violation of rights is aggravated by the pervasive sense of neglect, disregard, and in some instances contempt for people's suffering and their attempts to engage with their municipality through officials and elected representatives. The extent of the challenges in access to water and the rights violations expressed and experienced by communities, evidenced by the complaints tabled by residents and communities across the province of KwaZulu-Natal, is profound and indicative of systemic failures in water provisioning and the violation of multiple human rights.
And this particularly impacted poor and vulnerable communities. The Commission accepted that there were challenges such as old apartheid-era spatial planning, but it still found that municipalities and water service authorities were guilty of poor planning and management of resources, and of being reluctant to deal with corruption and non-performance. The Commission said it was unacceptable that the state failed after 29 years to transform the colonial and apartheid-era spatial planning to benefit previously disadvantaged communities. It made a number of recommendations which it wanted implemented within a year. The Commission said the National Water and Sanitation Department should monitor the implementation of the Blue and Green Drop report findings, which certify excellent drinking water and wastewater quality management in the country, and recommended that the Provincial Government Department of Cooperative Governance review its funding model for municipalities and consider a special grant for upgrades of water infrastructure. It further said that the department should declare a state of disaster in municipalities when needed to immediately restore water provision. It also recommended that the relevant portfolio committee in the provincial legislature should perform oversight and ensure the implementation of the measures. The water boards were advised to take urgent steps to address the aging infrastructure to prevent a collapse of the system and to do this within a year. The water service authorities in municipalities such as Newcastle, Durban, Pietermaritzburg and Ladysmith should implement customer care services to receive complaints. They should also address the emerging corruption relating to the water tankering system and should undertake studies to consider buying tankers as opposed to outsourcing the services. But the Commission emphasized that tankers should just be an emergency measure and that permanent solution to water provision should be implemented.
No tankers has been coming out, people going to work. We have a big crisis. Whenever we lodge a complaint, it's days before they even sort it out. And for our businesses as well, We're still having a problem with coping with the water issue. And with the water, we're still buying water ever since the floods.
The commission said it was collaborating with Wits University on a water tracking initiative that will help monitor the country's progress towards access to clean drinking water. It recommended that all the entities provide detailed reports of the measures implemented within a year and further issue regular annual reports. Mlundi Khateb, SABC News, Durban.